once again. Session of Hoodies the podcast. Test 1, 2. This is Hoodies. Let's do it, man. Live from the skill suite. Yo, coming at you, man. Yeah. Are we back? 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 Word. Yo, welcome back to another dope session of Hoodies the podcast. I'm the host, the God Rashidi, coming at you live from the skill suite. Maybe not so live, but we coming at you, man. Yo, let's put one in the air for Hoodies the podcast. Word. Let's get right on into this thing, man. Know how we do. Let's keep the applause going. Yo, shout out to you if you got a born day today. Don't care if you fresh out the womb or you been here a while, man. Salute to you. New life, more life, all that good stuff, man. Enjoy your day. You're one of one. There's nobody with a fingerprint like you. There's only one you. So act like it. You about to find out it's all about you. You know what I'm saying? Well, so listen, man. With that, this is probably the part of the pod, of each episode that I don't care for too tough, but it's people going through things. You feel me? So we're losing loved ones, people that was near and dear to our hearts. You know what I'm saying? So if that's you, my condolences go out to you. Maybe it wasn't a family member of yours or a friend of yours. Maybe a friend's mother, father, grandparent, whatever. Once again, my condolences. Sorry for your loss, man. Yeah, man. When people go, it's like they take a piece of us. I guess it's the big circle of life. And also for anyone who has a family member who's going through a procedure, maybe chemo or surgery or something like that, man. Hey, listen, my heart goes out to y'all as well. Shower them family members with some love, man, and some positivity. Maybe use it as an olive branch to maybe mend some things with an estranged family member or something. Only you can answer those questions. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say about that. Real quick, man, I got an RIP to give out and some honorable mentions as well. A RIP, I'm sure most of you have heard by now. Because this isn't new news. Man, neo soul, let's call him a legend, a neo soul legend. D'Angelo has passed away. He had a private battle with pancreatic cancer. So I guess I'm gonna use that as a segue and say, listen, man, it behooves us all, especially if you hitting like 40 and better. It behooves us all to pop the hood and check the engine. For some of us, the check engine light is already on. Health is a serious thing. Fame and money, all those things, they pale in comparison to some decent health. You know what I'm saying? And listen, D'Angelo, same age. My birthday's in July. His is February 11th. 51, man. 51. Seem like a lot of these passings are starting to get closer and closer. But yeah, man, real quick, let's have a moment of silence. Sheesh, not too many albums. There was Brown Sugar, Voodoo, and then Black Messiah. All dope albums, with Voodoo being the best one. A great performer, dope musician, played guitar, piano, had a pretty decent singing voice. Yeah, man, D'Angelo was that guy. And listen, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he is the one who I think he may be the founding father of neo soul. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I think with D'Angelo came Maxwell, Bilal, and various other folk. Maybe Music Soul Child, Erykah Badu, India Arie, Angie Stone. There was a slew of folk that came out under that same funky neo soul type of vibes. Kind of hard to explain it, which is weird because if you explain what is funk, what is soul, what is neo soul to a lot of these artists, I believe Prince was asked one time on television, what is funk and whatever, and he couldn't necessarily put in the words, what the funk is. You know what I mean? But you know it. when you hear it, and you know it when you feel it. You know what I mean? So, man, listen. Moment of silence for the late, great, and now ancestor, our good brother, Michael, I believe it's Michael Eugene Archer, known to the world as D'Angelo. Word. Let me tell you about this girl. Maybe I shouldn't. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar. See, we've been making love constantly. That's why my eyes are a shade. Y'all know the words. But anyway, man, yeah. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. Shout out to because he and Angie Stone had a kid together, and the young man loses both his parents within months of each other. Yeah, man. My condolences go out to other admirers of D'Angelo, family, friends, and all that good stuff, man. So yeah, moving right along, an honorable mention. Let's see, I want to say 59 years ago. Yesterday, yeah, 59 years ago, the Black Panther Party was founded in Oakland, California, by Huey P. Newton, peace for Percy, by Huey Newton and Bobby Seale. You know what I'm saying? We are reminded today of the determination and tenacity of these young men who said in 1966, we want freedom. We want power to determine the destiny of our black community. Huey was only 24 and Bobby was 29 when they both founded the party. You know what I'm saying? But they were backed by many other, rank and file Panthers. Of course, because they were militarized, in which the average age was 19. I believe little Bobby Hutton was 19. This was a youth movement that organized black and oppressed communities across the world and fought tooth and nail for revolution in their time. To this day, the 10-point program remains an inspiration. To our movements because the struggle continues long after the Panthers created the blueprint for us to follow and build upon. You know what I'm saying? All power to the people. Word. And we ain't gonna talk about how the government took their ideas of the free breakfast program for women and children and so on and so forth, and they created the WIC program. You know what I mean? So that's my honorable mention. So real quick before I finish the intro, how y'all doing, man? How y'all feel? I know, but I really want to know, how do y'all feel, man? I hope everybody's well. I'm well. I feel great, actually. I feel great. I feel great because I genuinely feel great, right? And not only that, I got three choices. Make it, or make it. Word. So if you're not good, man, get good. Word. So we're going to go ahead and end this. Let's go ahead and end this, and let's get into the meat of it. You dig? All right, let's do it, man. Yeah! So, listen, last episode, I talked about how, you go into church and then there's, and then the pastor, whoever, gives a series of sermons, to run every Sunday, a few Sundays. I'm deviating from that. But it's funny we should mention the church thing, right? Let me put out a disclaimer real quick, fast, in a hurry. This episode is in no way, shape, or form to disrespect believers of any faith. But everyone believes in something. I was told everybody is going to believe in something. And I'm no different. I'm no different at all. I believe something as well. So maybe this resonates with you. So, however, I do have a clip of some of my own content. So, let's run with it. Let's go. Imagine this. There's a person who, say, is going to school. say for the master's program or something, and whatever. And man, you make all the necessary sacrifices. You sacrifice going out with your friends. You sacrifice time with your significant other. You sacrifice time with your kids. All that you do. You sacrifice going out to the club to kick it, do your thing. All that, right? You do everything you're supposed to do. And then boom, finally, you graduate, get your diploma. All right? You turn in your resume at this place you've always wanted to work, right? And man, you qualified now because you put in the work. So then you finally get the job. And now you're saying, it's a miracle. Jesus did it. Okay, now, with all due respect, in that situation, what some people would consider to be a miracle, that's not the way I see it is. That's a person with low self-esteem. Why? Because check it. You put all that work you put in. You sacrificed time. You did everything you needed to do in order to achieve this goal. And you finally land the job you've always wanted. Now you mean to tell me that after all of that, you still ain't worthy enough to get that job on your own? After all that schooling, after doing everything you were supposed to do, you mean to tell me that for you to get the job, for you to even get that degree, it was a miracle? I don't get it. Being qualified for something, putting in the work and the discipline, and then you get it, that don't sound like a miracle. That sounds like somebody who worked hard to achieve something. Man, I knew I could do it. Anything less than that, forgive me, it sounds like a person with low self-esteem. You did all that work. Damn it, you still wasn't good enough. Okay, so again, like I said, I'm not pressing nobody. I'm not here speaking ill of anybody's religious beliefs or anybody's beliefs, period. Understand? In fact, if anything, this is about you. Me. This is about us. Right? So check it. You know, we spend a whole lot of time waiting. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for a sign. You know, waiting for someone to see us. Right? And, you know, it's almost like we're waiting for somebody to tell us the moment, or should I say, we're waiting for that moment that tells us that we've arrived. You know what I'm saying? It happens, I suppose, in a bunch of professions. I'm sure it happens as a basketball player, football player, a musician, a rapper, a barber. If you do spiritual work like Reiki, and all these things, if you pull tarot, all these things, right? You know, there seems to be like a sign, not everybody, but a sign that some of us waits on that tells us that we've arrived. But here's the point. What if that sign, right? That sign that we've been waiting for to let us know that we've arrived. What if that sign was you? Hear me out. What if that sign was you? What if you have been the source this whole time? Just what if? Ponder that. And if you're religious and you're watching this, you've probably turned away. But if you're religious and you're open-minded, and I love open-minded religious people. I could talk to them all day long. And if you're religious and anybody, if you're still here and you're watching this, just think about that. What if you have been the source this whole time? You. Right? And what if you've just been a little bit too nosy, not too nosy, but too busy rather, looking outside of yourself to notice? What if, how can I put this? Everything that's real, everything that's sacred, it's born from within, right? What do I mean by that? I'm talking about your resilience. I'm talking about your intuition. I'm talking about your voice. See, believe it or not, those gifts aren't handed to you. Nobody can hand you resilience. Excuse me. Nobody can hand you intuition. No, nobody can hand you your voice, right? Because it's already in you. So at best, because these aren't things that's handed to us. At best, these are things that we just ultimately end up just remembering. That makes sense? We end up remembering what's already there. Man, I hope I didn't lose anybody. And I ain't trying to act like I'm super deep either. I'm just hoping everybody's still following me, right? It's already there. I'm stumbling, and that's the best way I can say it. It's already there. And see, all this sitting around waiting for validation, waiting for somebody else to see us. See, our ancestors, they didn't have to wait for permission. You know what I'm saying? They built from belief, self-belief. They built from that. You know what I'm saying? They moved mountains with nothing but faith and will in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew the source was already flowing through them. They already were the source. They were the source. They were the light. You understand what I'm saying? So think about what our ancestors had. Our ancestors. Think about what they had, right? And everything I just said. They didn't wait for permission. They moved mountains. And yada, 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 going all day. Right? Built the pyramids. People to this day still can't figure out how them shits was built. Right? Okay, so that same energy, fam, it didn't skip you. It didn't skip me. It didn't skip us. It didn't. It's in you. It's already there. What am I saying? I'm not trying to play y'all like y'all stupid and slow. Because I'm sure that's simple enough when I say that it's already in you. It's already there. But I'm about to beat a dead horse. How about that? Because I'm going to really drive it home. So with everything I've already said, I'm also saying that you are the sign. You are the sign. You are the source. Okay? You are the one you've been waiting on. Right? I get it. A lot of us are religious because, we were taught since kids. For myself, it was Islam. You know what I'm saying? My granddaddy, I've said it 1,000 times, my granddaddy was in the Nation of Islam. From what I hear, my grandmother was a part of it before him. Right? And so we all followed suit. That's what we were. We were Muslims. If I can remember a prayer. Bismillah Rahman Rahim Muhammad Rasulullah. That's about all I remember. But I knew a whole prayer in Arabic. Now, I didn't necessarily know what all those words meant. Words like Allahu Akbar. And Inshallah. I think Inshallah is God willing or something like that. Allahu Akbar is God is great, God is good. And so on and so forth. A lot of us, because we were taught when we was young, about Jesus, about Allah. I'm going to keep saying it. This is no snap. I'm not pressing nobody religious. I'm not coming for nobody. I'm just trying to get whoever is open-minded enough, you understand, to understand that it's all about them. It's really all about you. No outside source. None. Right? So, stop asking for confirmation from people who don't even see your vision. Stop asking people for confirmation who can't even see your fucking vision. They can't see it. They can't relate. It's your vision. So let's try not to get upset when folk when folk just don't understand. Let's not get upset when folk don't fucking care about our vision. When you start talking about believing in you and you got the sauce and it's already in you, most folk, I hate to say it, most folk are sheep. A lot of folks believe in things and people and such outside of themselves. My advice to anybody who's still watching and who's open-minded, right? Stop asking for confirmation from people who can't even see your fucking vision. Right? Your mirror, I'm talking to myself too. The mirror, okay? It's been trying to tell us the truth the whole time. This whole time. That it's always been you. Yo. It's always been you. It's always been you. Again, we grow up in the world, or let's say if you're my age, we grew up in the world that teaches us once again to look outward. And again, I ain't coming for you religious folk, so chill. Right? But we've been taught to look outside of ourselves. We ain't taught just believe in you. We don't get taught that. They don't teach us that shit in school. We're taught that without a deity, an outside source. In fact, I believe there's some scripture that says that rely not on your own thinking. Imagine that shit. You ever notice how quiet it gets when you finally stop searching? That silence, that's where our real strength lies. Yours, mine, everybody. And that silence, that's where our strength lies. Believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Your intuition, like I said before, your vision, your resilience. Again, those aren't things that you find. Those are things that you remember. Because it's already there. It's already here. Those are just things that we fuck around and we remember. It's pronounced recollect, but we recollect. You know what I'm saying? And since you're remembering, who you are in the silent, you'll come to not necessarily realize, but remember that all along you've been carrying the answers. You've been carrying the light. You just been taught to dim your light until somebody else said that it was bright enough. That's what it is. We've been taught that. You know what I'm saying? We've been taught it, unfortunately. And again, our ancestors. See, our ancestors, they understood this. Again, they understood this. Difference is they didn't have the same resources we got. They didn't have access to certain things that we have access to. Platforms and things of that nature. But they did have faith in self. They had will. You know what I'm saying? They had the source moving through them. They didn't wait for permission. They built from their belief. They moved from knowing. You know what I'm saying? Know thyself. No, it's always been you. And again, about the ancestors, again, that same energy that carried them through struggle, fam. Look, that same energy that carried them, like I said, through storm and struggle, that same energy is in you too. It's in me. It's in all of us. We've just been taught to believe outside of ourselves. That same energy, it didn't skip you. It didn't skip you. It's in you too. You just have to remember. You know what I'm saying? You're not disconnected from that power. You're not disconnecting from it. You know what I mean? You you're a continuation of it. What ran through our ancestors is running through us too. And if you have offspring, that energy runs through them too. It continues through them too. We are the answered prayers of the people who never stop believing. Dig me? So stop doubting yourself, please. Stop searching for what's already inside you, please. You don't need the world's permission to shine. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? You just need to remember who you are. You are the sign. You are the source. You are the proof that divine timing lives in human form. You are. Again, you are the sign. You are the source. You are the proof that divine timing lives in human form. You ain't no bitch. You might be acting like one because you don't remember. You're looking outside of yourself for something that's already in you. I get it. This is what we've been taught. But you are the source. You are the sign. You don't need an outside source to validate your worth. I told you I was going to be the dead horse, right? You don't need no outside validation. You don't. Everything you need to rise, everything you need to make it is already within. It's already in you. It's already there. You know what I'm saying? And when you trust that, right? Like our ancestors did, because that's what they did. They moved. Because they trusted that. They knew it was already within. They trusted that. And when you trust that, right? And when you move from that truth, you become unstoppable because you finally realized. It was all about you. Dead ass. All these years, man. When the realization hit me, or when some people call it becoming conscious or woke or whatever. When I remembered, wow, what a moment that was, man. If you know, you know. And if you know, right, it was never them. You know, the outside world and all them. It was never them. You know, it was never society. It was never this outside entity. It was never them. And listen, not only was it never them, it was never luck. Not only was it never them, not only was it never luck, it was never circumstance. Never. Listen, man, if this episode spoke to you, right? Take a moment today. Take a moment, look in the mirror, and remind yourself that you are the source, right? You've always been enough, and it's always been you. That's the best way I could put that. Word. So this is a short one, fam. This is a short one. I got a client coming in about 20 minutes. This is a short one. I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to share before I get out of here. Also, not too long ago, before I get out of here, I was scrolling through the gram, and I came across some photos. Of course, it was the Final Call page. They had they had a post about the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, talking about how his mission, his work, and impact continue today, will never be forgotten. So I'm, swiping. I see the Minister Farrakhan, yada yada, and then I swipe some more, and see. Listen, every time I come to this page or pages like this, I always, scroll in and look at pictures. And do you know how many times? Almost every time, if I'm on social media or happen to be on the internet or whatever, I always come across pictures of my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, as you can see in the picture, it's just a small little, little fraction of him, but he's there. He's there, right next to Brother Muhammad Ali. May he rest well as well. May the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I'm sorry, Minister, not Farrakhan, but the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, may he rest well. You know what I'm saying? And he woke up a lot of people. He cleaned up a lot of folk. But listen, I don't have a lot of time. My client will be here soon. This is a short one, and yeah, I think I got everything. I'll get back on sports once the regular NBA season starts. How about them Bears? The Bears gave the Commanders some work. I believe now the Bears are 3-2. And let me tell you, man, rocking with the Bears is actually really nostalgic, because I was a big Chicago Bears fan when I was a kid. Yeah, I was more of a football fan when I was a kid. So this feels like I don't know, it feels good. It feels good to be rocking with a home team. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? My Uncle Marty be going ape shit in the family chat, boy. He start talking about the Bears. Shit. Yeah, hell yeah, go Bears, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uncle Brother. Shout out to my whole family. Again, as I get out of here, sending good energy to everybody. Good warm energy, healing energy. I'd like to also acknowledge anyone who may be going through a thing, be it mental, emotional, or whatever. Listen, man. Like I said, 3 choices: make it, or make it. And listen, for people who's going through something, I salute you for still showing up. Doing what needs to get done. And also, once again, I haven't said this in a while. If anyone feels as though, if you feel as though everything I'm saying is some bullshit, and you feel like you don't matter, and you feel like it's not all about you, listen. Dial 988, suicide prevention hotline. Those people will get you some help and guide you in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you in advance of making that phone call, and congratulations in advance. Dead ass. So I'm gonna get out of here, man. But before I do, I want to thank you all for, for watching. Thank you for your likes, subs, and shares. Just thank you, man. I've been here a minute, and yeah, man, that's about all I got. So I bid you all adieu. This has been real, and yeah, man, I'm out of here. I'm the God Rashidi, and you set up, put everything back, get ready for my next client. Y'all stay up, man. I'm the God Rashidi. This is Hoodies, man. Alright. Peace. Hey, this is Hoodies.